Heidi ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5, again! When we left off, that was the boss rush. Now it's time to take on, I guess, the first Wily thing. We didn't really go to the skull on the map yet. And I really don't remember. I remember fighting this thing. I think this is the thing that Super Arrow's weak. The weakness is Super Arrow, maybe? I don't remember. I really truly don't. I'm not even going to risk it because it doesn't look like it's going to hit him. Let's just try things out. That's not going to do it. I think if anything I use a charge shot here. That works. It's just as easy to use the charge shot in this particular case. That takes out a lot of damage, actually. More than the freaking Darkman robots. And it's easy to, it's easy to dodge, so go for it. Save your energy for other things. If you can get the jumps properly anymore. Really. It's mainly how the platforms move and stuff, but sometimes it can be hard to get jumps off in this boss battle. That's okay though. It's still fairly easy stuff. This is not the part that I said was really easy though. That comes later. The actual Wily capsule part. And I jumped into the spikes for no reason. That's okay, though, because we can start off the battle again at full health. And I might want to hold on to that Mega Tank until right before the Wily Capsule battle because of the plan that we will set into motion for that. But we'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, just, I guess, stay around the, around the spikes in the middle, and then when you see him stop, jump across, and charge your shot, shoot him in the head. It's easy enough to get a rhythm going, and he pretty much stops in such a way that you can very easily dodge him. Sometimes you may have a mishap and just miss jump or fall into spikes, something like that. And that time he actually stopped. He's actually stopped in the middle. And then when that happens, just walk off to the other side. Just walk the other way. It's easy peasy. Not much else to say about that. And that's that boss battle done. But as we've seen on the map, there's still more to do. Got to go to the skull now. Unlike other, because I was actually expecting the skull to be the boss rush level, because most Mega Man games, that's where the boss rush level is, and then after you beat like a fake Wily boss there, then you go on to like a secret skull. Oh, this guy. I don't like this guy at all. I'm just gonna slide through you rapscallion. Okay. That might complicate things, so I'm fairly sure I'm just going to fall right into the boss battle. That's usually how these things work. Oh, I was wrong. Ah! These things need to go away, but that's okay. We're at the... Oh, that's lots of Dr. W's. You know that he's super serial when you see lots of those. Super serial. And there's a tank. And that is Wily Machine 5. Basically, it's all the Wily Machine, whatever the name is. Oh, and it has a vacuum on it. I'm trying to find his weakness, but I don't think it doesn't let you save. It doesn't checkpoint there. That is very annoying. Especially when you're fighting these walker things that's going to scroll back on the screen. This is Okay, Wily's pulling out all the stops. I can understand that, but still. That's highly, highly annoying. Because they take, like, 50 million shots to kill, and they'll walk forward so that they can scroll back onto the screen later. I'm actually going to give that to Beat. We will need Beat's help. I'll probably still use the M-Tank before we go on to the Wily capsule battle. And we know that Gyro Attack and Crystal Eye are not the weaknesses. I'm going to try Super Arrow. I am going to try Super Arrow because Super Arrow is the weakness. Yeah, I said it was coming. I said there was a boss somewhere in this game that has Super Arrow as its weakness, and we are looking it straight in the face. And that's the dog going nuts. The capsule is very easy. Keep moving. Don't get hit by anything. And Beat will do the rest. Beat is the Wily capsule weakness. So, very easy to exploit. Especially if you have an M-Tank, like we do. And, yeah. So, if anything, if we run out, we can use that M-Tank, because this is the final battle. There isn't a secret skull. Normally Beat, like, actually seeks him out where he's going to pop up. I don't know what's up with Beat, but, still. It's his weakness. Sometimes you just gotta, I guess, nudge him in the right direction. Yeah, he'll do that, usually. That's what he usually does. He usually just, like, hovers in the spot where he's going to... Okay, I'm going to use the M-Tank now. Because there's no reason not to. We're only, like, a couple hits away from killing him. We're only one hit away from dying. And also, Beat is almost out of energy. So we're going to need that energy to get the last hit on... last couple hits on Wily. I don't know why I said he only had one hit left. He totally has more than one hit left. Sometimes he'll just, you know, show up like, "Hey, Mega Man, I'm on top of you." Yeah, basically, just don't do what I'm doing. I'm a little more erratic than what normally needs to be. Just jump over the shots that travel along the ground, and then make sure you're out of the radius of the other spinny things. But that's it. That's the game. We've beaten the game. Now, Dr. Wily is running and say, there's Dr. Light. Now let me go. And another place is exploding, because that's always what happens. Is the place is going to explode. Dr. Wily gets away. And Proto Man's coming to basically make up for the fact that he had a doppelganger doing bad stuff. He's going to help us. It doesn't show him helping us, but you know, there he is in the corner, actually. And that'll do it. That is Mega Man 5 for the NES this time, not for the Game Boy. And that's why it's Mega Man 5 again, because... Well, it's not really again. It's a different game. You know, it's the same title. Although a lot of people, what a lot of people do is when they refer to the different games, they'll refer to the NES games by their Arabic numeral, and then the Game Boy games by their Roman numerals, even though they're all Roman numerals in America, and all basic. They're not Roman numerals at all in Japan. But I guess just to differentiate, because they are such different games. However, I did not expect to. I wasn't really planning on playing Mega Man 5 for the NES at first. I was just planning to play it on the Game Boy, and that was, you know, one of my main Let's Plays for a while. The one that actually I completed after coming back from recovering from, you know, computer lack of having. I could have phrased that a lot better, but still. But But I always just put the regular number down, so that's why when they did the Game Boy one, I put a regular 5, like a normal numeral 5 instead of the Roman numeral 5. But so that's why, just basically to separate the two, I put again in front of this one, because we're playing another game called Mega Man 5, but it's like we're playing it again, but we're not. But you know what I mean. You knew what I mean, like the first thing. You're probably like, again? What do you mean he's playing through it again? And then clicked into like, oh, it's the NES one. So you probably got that, like, 10 videos ago. This is the 11th video, the final video, because we have beaten the game, as I've said like 5 times. And we're watching the credits, because I like to sit through the credits, because we need to give credits where credits are due. And we need to credit all of these people for making this awesome game. Slightly less awesome during the Proto Man levels because of Dark Man robots, but once we got past Wily 1, it was smooth sailing. And planners I am. This is still before. I still don't get why they did this. Instead of using our real names for a lot of these, we're just going to use weird alias names, like pen names, like Enough King. That's Keiji Inafune. He's the creator of Mega Man. I don't know when they stopped or why they were doing it in the first place, but that's what they did. And it's presented by Capcom. There's Beats basically seeing us off. And yeah, that was my quick Let's Play of Mega Man 5. A belated celebration of me after, 3 or 4 years having 100 subscribers. I'm fairly sure that there are reasons entailed with me not having more, because I'm fairly sure that there are many Let's Players who have had like 500 subscribers at this point, but I'm not like a subscriber whore, I guess. I'm thankful that I have you guys watching, even if you don't watch, because I know that there is one subscriber that is a friend of mine who doesn't watch my videos. You know who you are if you're watching this. He's probably freaking out if he actually is watching this, but he's not going to watch this anyway. He just subscribed to me just to be subscribed to me, I guess, but I know that there are a lot of people who enjoy watching these. There are probably a lot of people who are just going to watch these videos because they're like, hey, Mega Man 5, let's watch this, but yeah, that's what happens. I tend to ramble on, even after the last screen is shown. No matter how many buttons I push, it's not going to go back to the beginning. It's basically just assuming you're going to turn the power off on the NES or push the reset button if you want to play again. But, yes, that'll do it for this one. Expect the next video to be up to be Baldur's Gate. I've been fairly busy this week with either working stuff or being out of the house or Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. But then I will bring up another video soon, obviously. I'm semi-normal into this. I haven't been too big on delays lately. So the next video is going to be up as your regularly scheduled Baldur's Gate part. But, yeah, this has been Let's Play Mega Man 5 again. And I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?